Okay, we are live, looking good. Welcome back to the channel. BQuanchi here, getting ready to do a very special stream. Before I get started, I always like to say the best way to support me in the channel is to like, comment, and subscribe, which you can do on YouTube, Twitter, or X, and Twitch, where you can catch these live streams. Do get uploaded to the YouTube channel as VODs and other Let's Plays and other stuff I'm working on. I plan to do like shorts and I almost forgot. I never plug it, but TikTok, which pretty much where my shorts go as well. But I more lean towards YouTube. But I plan on doing like stuff like game impressions from demos, with especially a lot of it indie games and a few little reviews. Also looking forward for some Halloween stuff next month, which probably like the last 3 weeks. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a full month of October. But I have stuff in line works. It's also going to be kind of RBG heavy on the channel too. Um, as I kind of play around with different stuff. But for tonight, we continuing our Chrono Trigger playthrough, which I'm playing it through New Game Plus. I didn't play my first run on stream, so just having fun plowing through the game and talking about it. So it should be looking good. I mentioned in previous streams this is the Steam version, so which I think it's good. I think it had some issues when it first launched years and years ago, but uh, yeah, it looked good. Besides the UI is probably my biggest complaint, but I think yeah, it's a very good, especially a modern way to play Chrono Trigger. I think also my other complaints is that the dialogue got changed a lot, especially like the Dark Ages Frog's dialogue from the original SNES one. I'm not sure if the PlayStation one or the what you call it, the Game Boy, not Game Boy, Nintendo DS. I believe yeah, it was on Nintendo DS when it went portable. So what happened last time? We fought Magus and fought Lavos. I'm sure I can't remember the show Lavos, so he just kind of like he was trying to awaken Lavos, and things issues hijinks pursued, and whatever. It is term basically got sent back to the past again, 65 billion years back to the past. So they're saying, oh, this village of humans that are kind of more non-fighters, pacifists. Their village got burned down. Not looking good. The reptiles. And that's it on the stream. It's a Lost Sanctum is what I was thinking of. It's like the side quest in this version, which is very boring. You get good equipment and it's an interesting boss fight, but I'm not gonna go through the Lost Sanctum in this playthrough. I think that's the one thing. Okay, yeah, she's just talking to a village elder, like, "Hey, fight! You go win, live, lose, die." So Ayla's like, "Hey, you gotta fight because that's survival, like survival of the fittest," and he's like a pacifist. But then he's like saying, "You're strong, we're not strong." And thing. So he's trying to get dactyls so we can fly and take on the Tyranno's lair. Yeah, and I think I mentioned on the stream the only item I didn't really get in my original run, just because it all carries over in New Game Plus, is this armor you can get for Luca. I'm pretty sure I said it because you get like a drop in a Wonder Stone, and then you can get one of the best armors in the game, but it's Luca exclusive. And so let's go. I'm gonna see another cutscene. There's not too many more left in the game. Uh, okay, avoid enemies. And that's right. The Steam version you do autoflight. Wait, no, let me. I'm not sure if we're gonna use Frog, but let me change his equipment because the Mass Immune is good against Magus because like Lois's defense or something. I forget the exact term. Even I just did that. Well, that was a 2 weeks ago. But I mentioned also I'm not going to do all the side quest stuff in game, but I'm probably going to do frogs just because it powers up the Mass Immune. And that, when the Master Moon's powered up one more time, it's better than a Dino Blade. And that was Dino Blade from the Lost Sanctum. But I might change up my party once we go to the lair. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid battles, but because it's easy peasy. I feel like some of the boss fights, like, I'm not sure it's just my memory, but it feels like they're not as a cakewalk like midpoint of the game, so it's not like uh, New Game Plus gives you a huge advantage. Although that was one of my complaints about the game is the level capping. Like, well, it doesn't technically cap, but um, your stats like hit the max very quickly, and especially with in-game equipment, like you can like level 50 probably is much different besides level 100. Besides, like maybe magic, because I'm like, especially like Chrono, he says max attack, max speed, max stamina, all that. But let's get ready for this cool cutscene because you got the dactyls. I'm gonna join her. She's like, oh, Chrono. Yeah, can't go by alone. Yeah. Like 5 moment because she's like very strong, so she's like, "Oh, I gotta go by myself. I don't want others to get hurt." But he knows we're strong. And here comes a cutscene. Oh, wow. Who should we have? Hmm. I really like Frog. But actually, I forget the triple technique. Let's bring Luca. Gatling kick. Okay, we'll try to use that. I forget some of the weapons, but and here goes cutscene. Again, very Dragon Ball-esque. It kind of reminds the it was Gohan's little friend, a dino friend in early Dragon Ball Z. Oh, but these guys are cute. Oh, you know, you don't see the third party member just because it could be anyone, so that they kind of like avoid animating the third party character. It would be a cool touch of like if they did the scene for each one for like Merle, uh, Luca, Robo, whatever, but that makes sense. So, okay, where's his lair? I think it's north. Is this it? No, that's where it came from. It's way over here. Let me see. Is the okay? A lot of sanctums here, but I don't think it's open yet. I think it opens up after this uh area. There's not too much to do in the prehistoric time, but I'm pretty sure Lost Sanctums. Is it here? Is it because it's in a different time? Maybe it's because it's in the BC. But the one thing with Lost Sanctum is that it's like really back and forth, so that's why it's like uh not that great. So you gotta rescue the tribe. Let's see. I'll probably save my other. I might be sure off some double packs. Let's see. Can you open this? Yay! Yo, escape. And also, I don't think I mentioned in other streams. They talked about other versions of this game, but there's also a lot of fan-made ROM hacks. And I was looking that up too. I barely played one of them, but some of them are like I know the one that this like changed dialogue to be like a little silly anime like, or some fix the translations, um, and one that like even add difficulties and also like fan made a bit like fanfic. But I remember one back in the day called Crimson Echoes, which I barely played. But it's supposed to be like a sequel with the events following up this game. And I think it possibly leads to the I don't know if you'd call it a sequel or just the spiritual successor, Chrono Cross. But Crimson Echoes, but then that one wasn't complete, and it got a cease and desist from Square Enix. And the one after that, there's one called Flames of Eternity, which is like the complete version. There's some like I want to say like controversy, but people say, oh, that's pretty much copying Crimson Echoes, but it's a finished game, which I'm not sure why that game was taken down. So I'm not sure if Flames of Eternity is worth checking out, but let me know. But I know that's like the even with like copying, pretty much copying the homework of Crimson Echoes, but finishing it. Um, that's like an interesting take on the series, although it's unofficial. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, she was saying like, oh, you gotta go back and go to the village because if I die, you're the chief. Boom. What a bamf. Okay, so on a rescue mission. So I don't think there's anything good, but let me just check anyways. Mid-ether. So like, yo, Kino, you know what's up? I'm pretty sure Lost Sanctum is not this time because you go. It's like you visit the ruins of this lair. I think it's Middle Ages. Okay, those guys. And these guys. I think you can fall down those and fight them. Oh, we got 3 of them. We'll take them out. Hey, now this is the point of the game that Ayla actually is a permanent member of our party. You see, like, we can level up, which doesn't matter. But, like, in the early game, you don't see it too much, but... Oh. Okay, I fell for that. Okay, let me do the... Okay, let's check out this one. Boom. Okay, then we can beat this guy up. You usually have high defense, and you're supposed to use lightning on him. Does he have a counterattack? Is that why he's doing that? Oh wow, he does have a lot of HP for a regular enemy. Okay. But that one you're usually supposed to use Chrono's lightning to stun him. Let's go back around. Okay, so make sure, because I think if you don't hit the switch, you have to fight those guys. Let's see, what's in the combo? There's the drill kick. Even though it's kind of wasting MP. Well, just for fun, even I don't need to use these techniques to just kind of show them off, but I think I rarely use this party. So I think that's why. So let me... What are Luca's and combo? Okay. Oh, that's right. Did I give her... let me check her... Okay, yeah, so that gives a... Yeah. Frog... Oh, wait, no, he... I don't need to give him a hero badge. Well, why did that's good to have with the, Mass Immune, but... Yeah, I think give him the Rage Band... That's the only one, yeah. I'd like have... Yeah, but I really like Chrono setup. Okay, it got 80% and 90 critical. That's the sword you get from doing the... this is kind of annoying. What? Let me do the Thunder Chop on this guy. Since that's gonna do... Oh, I think technically light damage, but lightning, whatever. Bit his ass. And then his defense lower. Let's see. Let's do Inferno. Ooh, I think that's a good area attack. And figures he absorbs fire damage. That's cool to see. Let's see. Oh, potion, which I don't... Oh, cool. That can be a little annoying sometimes going through that floor. And get reset. Open that gate. Oh. Okay, what's the... Let's do a blaze kick on him. I'm not sure if he absorbs... I think it was just like the volcano guy. Ooh. That's pretty. Okay, I think I opened up the gate back there. Does this do anything? It was either one of those two. Oh, here's his patty. Let me see the last Luca combo. Oh, just a regular flame kick. Oh, cool. And we get the stupid items that we're not going to use because the feather stuff is for trading. But wiping the floor with these guys. I also like to have some of the weapons, especially with Chrono's sword, you can tell the difference. I feel like that with especially these old school RPGs do that. Not that we need this shell too much, but I have 36. There you go. Just because I've been burning through MP, you don't need to. I also missed the SNES version where you can change like the UI, like the backgrounds of the menus. It's like, wait, I'm gonna beat you up. Oh yeah, that is a Dream Seeker. I did at my previous playthrough beat that. So let's do a triple tech. Forget what this one looks like. Because the Rainbow Blade is pretty good too, and that's in the original game. Yeah, it does have a higher crit rate. And I have a band that has a good high counter rate because Chrono destroys, like Endgame, New Game Plus. So that's my favorite combination with that accessory. Let me pull that up. Yes, the Dream Seeker and the Wrath Band. That's my favorite setup with, besides like equipment, but usually hitting the max stamina anyways. I think I got this from the Lost Sanctum quest. Let's see. We have a few more random fights, yeah. And then we'll destroy the boss. I'm trying to think because I'm sure other games done that. Well, had New Game Plus because like classic Legend of Zelda had the second quest or whatever. What's that on my face? But and especially with RPGs, Chrono was one of the bigger ones that done it. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's I think that the counterattack in this you stun him. And what I'm thinking, I might just beat the game, even though I can kill Lawless easily in the Ocean Palace. I kind of want to do the regular ending. Oh, two of these guys. Okay, let's go crazy. So I think that fight I have to actually forfeit when you encounter Lawless the first time. Yeah, because I know you probably have to look it up and see like how you get all the endings. I'm pretty sure I can even solo Lavos with Chrono. But I kind of also want to showcase the let me see. Okay, good. I want to do that first. Later. Yeah, so even though this is an old game, not to spoil it, I do plan on doing the not all the end game stuff, but at least we lose Chrono, getting him again. I think that triggers the good ending, um, even if we don't do all the end game stuff. Because usually the end game stuff gives you a lot of good equipment for mostly party members, which I don't need because I have it. Zilla, that's just crazy. Did it say that this character is a her actually, or a him? I think. I almost feel like I'm wasting time getting these treasures because it's well, besides like some consumables, it's kind of worthless. So you got this big guy. I love how they animated him in the opening cutscene. Well, not the opening, but like the pre-game cutscene. Oh yeah, I think I kind of skipped past it because it's New Game Plus, but you kind of acknowledging that Lavos is crashing towards the Earth. This was a tough boss fight the first time, at least my first time beating this game, but let's do the Gatling gun. Yep, not much damage. I'm just gonna counter. Yep. This is a good Falcon Strike. I'm probably just gonna do that by counters, but okay, that didn't do too much damage, but you know what? We'll do Flare, Frenzy. That's it, and triple kick. There you go. Ooh. Never mind. I think he just destroyed, yeah. Okay. I feel a little lame. Let me just Moody Magic. I don't think there's a good attack to do here, but I'll just to show it off. The good old Dino Tail. Okay. That's it. The defense drops, but is this fight based on time or does eventually like get triggered? Oh, okay, yeah. Now I should probably do the triple kick. There we go. Okay. We'll attack and let's bring back the frenzy and another triple. Oh, I can burn through that. So you know what? Oh, I didn't need to do auto. You know what? Let's just do auto. Oh. Oh, poor Dino. I think that's one thing about this game is that even though it's New Game Plus, some of these boss fights you can't just absolutely destroy. Even though we did, but like the defense, waiting for that to lower. Even the Magus fight, took some thinking. Okay. Oh yeah, so Israel definitely recognized that something was going to crash to Earth, and that's Lavos. And that's how to wait. I'm going to say that joke until afterwards. Oh yeah, Lavos. That's what does that mean? Oh, oh this. I think this is technically using mode 7 for this cutscene, at least for the background. I didn't realize it was so red. Oh, I did. It's been actually a good couple months since I did my playthrough of this. So part of me, like, I can't really pretend like, oh, this is new stuff. What's this? But I obviously played this recently. Okay, Law Fire votes big. No, Law is the feminine, the. Oh, it's Kino. Good thing he showed up. A perfect timing. We need an Ex Machina. Okay, so I'm gonna ride. I think that's also kind of a cool moment that she wants to do, save Ayla. No, not Ayla, Azela. But don't forget, take. Aw. It's actually a could cool moment. Oh, and then boom. Oh, the classic Lava's cry. More iconic than any Pokemon cry. Oh, I thought this was a little fun moment too. When we scroll down, hopefully. Okay, I've had some crashes with this game on the Steam version. It might be my laptop. Even though it's very new, I'm not sure sometimes uh, whoever's running in the background. It's been so good. Yeah, this I think is funny that with just little dots. So even had a little wiggle there. Oh. And that's how the dinosaurs died. And also, besides saving the villagers, it's kind of pointless for us to go through the lair and beat up the Azela and the black dinosaur guy. Look at what's she doing over there? Okay. Now we see. Oh, this is weird gate where lava's hit. See, I want to change up my party. I really kind of want to frog in Robo, but it's one of my least the triple tech because you get it so early and it's not that strong of a triple tech. I don't know, we might just do that just for fun. Swishy, yeah, Lifeline is like a auto revive. But yeah, we'll do Robo and yep. So does it recognize what time we're in? Or not yet? Let's see. I think we go in this cave over here. Over here. Even the sound of the snow makes it is making me feel cold. Oh wait, I think it's up here. Is it? Because the Terra Cave. Okay, not yet. Dude, look, there's like some weird floaty thing up there. Oh yeah, now I remember it happens later. Okay, yeah, this is where we go. The Skyway. Yeah, and you go, oh wait, where's this? We're floating in the sky. Oh, you look familiar. Let's see. Not sure if you have to go through this. I know this can be very time. Oh, so lad, speak with us. He's gonna say it. The black winds howl. Hmm. I remember a guy saying that not too long ago. One among you will shortly perish. Hmm. I just remember not just at that moment, but we see a cutscene later. Well, that's why I like how they speak like robots. Let me calculate that. Heal. Okay, yeah. So I'm not sure if you, but I'm glad I talked to him. Little Janice over there. Oh, this teleport system is a little archaic because then they want to go to a different island. They have to go back to the Earth and this ice, and then find another skyway. For magical beings with advanced technology, a lot hindsight 2020. But it could be worse. You can be taking the subway. Do you think you just have them teleport to other points instead of going back to Earth, and then now you're on this island? Look at this cool ship. Blackbird. Let's see. Oh, this guy. Okay, that's right. You can change the dialogue box. Where's Dalton? Oh, wait, a prophet said we would interfere. Hmm. Okay, so this prophet that kind of warned about people like us from different time periods too, but I don't know if I have to be here. I don't want to waste my time too much. There's a little backstory, but it's like these are magical people. We're in. Oh yeah, these capsules, which we'll call tabs in the original game. So it seems like it was made by these people. And I don't think this is technically necessary. Because I thought there was one where you have to like open up books and unlock something, but I think we just skip past it. It's like we want to explore the parts of this floating. Oh wait, no. They can use up from the other small island to the big one. Game logic, am I right? Like, I guess the palace. This man's immune. The frog like pulls out the sword, like, "Hey, I got you guys trapped in this sword. I'll just blow their minds." Okay. Let's see. Let's get over here. Yeah, Scala and Janice. Black winds. They, they howl. Why gotta be black? Okay, so she can request my like, ooh, who are you? What are you doing? She's not freaked out that a robot, a frog, and some guy with wild red hair who looks like Goku is in the bedroom. What's up? Oh, I like a cat. Hmm. Oh, Alfador. That's a fun name. That'd be a cool name for a cat, like a black cat. Even though it's purple, but Alfador. Remember that for all you nerds like me. Oh, yeah, Alfador named it Alf. Oh my god, now I want a cat named like that. And I just call him Alfie. Okay, wait, this is right. Okay, okay. So it's gonna be important because look, we see Scala. We see this mysterious door with this logo symbol. That looks very familiar. Like, oh, we have a pendant. Oh, can't do that. Hmm. I try to think the game kind of hinted you where to go, but you go to the mammoth machine over here. Yo, watch out. And like these random people like, hey, what's that guy doing? You throw a pendant, you powered it up. Does it change the I didn't even check the key item. Oh, I don't think it has a description. It would be kind of fun if it had a description and then it changes when you power it up, but like let's see, and they're like, oh, try this again. Boom. Then we also open those mysterious chests that we've seen before. Oh, they probably don't give us anything worth anymore. Hmm. Because we meet with the Guru Stone. Okay, so there's a queen. How do you get in here? Okay, so there's a prophet. With this nice long purple hair. So you talk about gurus that oppose them. Let me see, because I know this is a fight you're supposed to lose. I'm not sure if it does the thing, like, even though you beat them. I'm gonna do all the fight just because we're supposed to lose this. I'm not sure if this fight just goes crazy with his HP. Oh, you can't beat him. Oh, okay, that's what he does. Capture says anyway. But you're probably not likely going to be able to beat that golem the first time, but it doesn't matter. So we're trapped over here, and she wants to help us. Let's help them. Okay, so I want us to rescue Melchior. Give that flea. Okay, that's what that now I remember. And there's a prophet. How can we tire him? We just met. We haven't been like pestering him too much. Odd thing to say. I mean, we probably could be. You saw us take out the golem. We could probably take out this prophet. It's like 3 against 1. This prophet can't be too strong. I felt like we beat someone up similar to him. Yep, and then she seals this gate. Oh, she feels bad. Boom. You got kicked out. Hmm. Yeah, so he's like, oh wait, there's doors like that in my time. Oh yeah, we're gonna see another cutscene soon. Okay, so we gotta go back to the future. Oh, good thing these dactyls hang out. Like, hey yo, cool that you hang out. So let's. And we had to go back to Mystic Mountain. I think that's all we have to do with the prehistoric time. And we don't want to fight more weaklings, but well, I'll have to say Frog doing his flip is probably one of my more favorite animations. I feel like Chronos is because the satisfaction of knowing that he's gonna destroy. Okay, back here. Should be fully healed. No, we're getting to use a little recovery. Yeah, what's up? Let's see, this is kind of a guide, like it kind of tells you what to do. Advice: the wings of time. Years of research. That's it. Well, besides what also Robo said. Although we could beat up Lavos right now, you beat the game. But we're gonna continue the playthrough. Nice. So it's one of these middle ones. No, we just came there. No, it's the middle one. Yes. So, so we have to go through the sewers. Let's see. Okay, we gotta go through this annoying area. No, let's do the race. I gotta love the mode 7. Ooh. Yeah, I just think the annoying thing is that when you lose, you go back to the beginning, which doesn't make sense because it would suggest that you went to the finish line and you went all the way back to the beginning. Okay, it's B. I just want to make sure. Well, it says it down there, but pretty much you just do whatever and then wait for the. And there you go. Well, the animation takes time. Not sure what takes for time. Oh yeah, you get a new high score. I think it's based on how long you stay in front of him. Although I wasn't really crying, I was just using. So we want to go to sewers. Forget. Was there a door here? Even though it's not going to be anything useful. I'm just thinking of the first dome, but I don't want to waste too much time with the first area. But no, it's not. Okay. Yeah, because I think the very first dome over there, there's a door. You can actually go through the abandoned sewer sooner, but um, it doesn't really do anything. Except like maybe that flashback. Let's do auto attacks. These guys are weaklings. Oh, we don't need that money, but it's funny because Chrono seems like he's so overpowered, but it's just because of his high crit rate. He's always doing crit damage. And these little frog guys, he's like, hey, was there's supposed to be a bridge here? I swear. So I'm not sure if it's meant to the game that you go through the sewers and then you get. I'm not sure why they did that. Oh yeah, there was like a note like, "Hey, don't make noise." This one's like, which is kind of weird. Like a note just being randomly over here, like, "Hey, this fish going like, uh, slightest noise." That's what it said. It's like, oh, yo, there's a cat here. What's this random cat doing here? Asshole. Well, typical cat being an asshole. He like meows and. Oh wow, that was like a rare attack from Chrono where he doesn't crit. Let's go. Oh, trash. Hey, I was trying to recycle, and I get punished for it. What are you, Republicans? Oh, look how weak they are. Ooh, cheese. I love me some random sewer cheese, so let's get some. Oh. Oh, he's actually an enemy, too. I not realize that. Usually I avoid the distractions. Oh, the little, even the save point chime triggers them, but these guys are plebs. We beat them up. Let's see. I wonder what these guys are supposed to be. These little slime balls or something. Okay, let's switch over there. I think over here. Yeah, because this is a bridge we was talking about. Like, it's supposed to be here, but then we do this. And then go around this way. Oh, the frogs again. They go, oh, the squish. They can't reach it. I can't even jump that high. What an embarrassing frog. Although you could stand on each other, but oh well. Or you can just swim in the water, but maybe the fresh fishermen would get them. Ooh, wait, what's that? No, I think. Ooh, that is it. Let me give that to Roro then. He didn't really need speed, but let me give him that so he can counter. I think actually this is a good place to explore sooner than later, um, because of the rage ban. I did not realize you can get that so early in the game. Yeah, that's one of my favorite accessories. I think you get two of them. Oh, this didn't seem like a tough boss, but I'm not sure if there was a hiccup on the stream. Hopefully, because I just realized they use app, the Twitch app, to monitor my streams, and just said that welcome to the chat. Maybe not. Maybe it could be just be me. But that's why I fix them up and put it on YouTube. Or maybe there's something that refreshing my phone, but these weak ass mermen. And mermen's. Oh wait, there's more. I didn't see those enemies down there. But we have high crit rates, so it doesn't matter. And high counter rates. I think that's the way we're supposed to go, but I think if you hit these switches, it also makes this. There you go. That missing bridge. We solved the mystery. Thunderblade, which we don't need. So, the Keeper's Dome. Uh-oh. I think that the game did crash. But also with the Steam version, it has a very generous, what do you call it? Resume. Okay, only 4 hours in this game. Oh, I guess it wasn't that generous. So let's do these. Wait, but it. No, no. I thought I remembered the switches I hit. So we'll just breeze on through. I'm surprised it didn't give us a checkpoint when we left. So we get the Rage Band. Quick go through Robo again. Although he is pretty slow. If I get speed capsules, I'll probably give it to Robo. I think in a playthrough you get 2 Rage Band and you get the what's it, a Wrath Band that has a higher counter rate, which I have on Chrono. Let me check this. You, not equipment. Yeah, the Wrath Band, Rage. Wait. Oh no, that's what I'm thinking of. The Valor Quest, which is that the same? Okay, yeah. So it's a better version of the Rage Band because it boosts criticals. I should get the Valor 2 Frogs, but the Wrath is definitely a better one. Not that I need to hit the switch, but I'll just do it. I think, was this the tonic? Or the Thunderblade, which I'm not going to use. Just to be on the safe side. Okay, so we're gonna wait to break the seal. Yeah, like when you drink too much beer and liquor and you don't want to pee yet. Breaking the seal. Is that still a common thing that people say? Breaking the seal? Or a term? Okay, so. In this mysterious place. Wait. What's the point of this catwalk if it doesn't do anything? So we open this. And these magical things. Oh, you have to you have to interact them. So we got Balthazar, the Guru of Reason, Kingdom of Zeal, which we're at. We cast by disaster. Lavos, yeah, we know Lavos. Burning core, blah blah blah. A wizard. Okay, yeah. Magus in the year 600. Okay, in 1999. Now has taken the place I named Death Peak as his throne, or nest. Oh, okay, I didn't catch that detail, like a miniature spawn now float from the mountaintop. Because Lavas doesn't have much of a role in the future. Okay, this is some lore I didn't pay too much attention to, so it's like Lavos is gonna end everything even more than he did in 1999. Okay. The Wings of Time. So he spent his life's work to invent this machine, the Wings of Time. Ooh, look at this beauty. Okay, so like, how do you use this? Oh, we'll just give up. Let's go. Wait. Oh, we needed seats. Good thing this game came up. This guy came up. Perfect timing. But I'm not sure why he waited this long to. Oh, that's Balthazar. So he copied his memory into this thing. He's sleeping again. Oh. So, I think this is called the Epic or the Epoch. I don't know which. I say Epoch. Let's take off. Cataclysm. End of time. Oh, that's right. They changed it to Antiquity. I thought they called it like Ice Age or something. Okay, so we don't have to. Wait, I thought that was a cutscene. Maybe once you do this. Here we go. The cutscene, like, oh, it's Goku. He's like, wow. Let's get going. Here we go. I gotta love the music. Like again, I said it before with previous streams that you see like this SNES version of cutscene and then the animated cutscene. Now we're back here, so let's go back to the Kingdom of Zeal and be like, yo, you thought I can get rid of. No, wait, I think because Scholar said something about Melchior. So we don't go back to the kingdom yet. It's like, oh, the letter's down now. That's convenient. Oh, yeah, that's right. They have like the Earthbound people, like Ness and Lucas. Sometimes they call the Mother 3 people, or Mother 2, whatever. I don't think. I'm kind of hoping there might be an extra capsule to boost. Oh, look at the little kid. Let's see, that's right up too often. Might as well save it. Break the seal. Arf, arf. So, there's that mountain up there. And we gotta say, because God said the guru that we need to rescue. Wait. Because there's a floating chain. Okay, here's a shop, but we don't need. Yeah. The Gear of Life. Okay, okay. No, this way. And just a bunch of backstory we don't need. Oh, that's it. This tunnel. This is what I was looking for. Oh! Oh, just a strength. Okay, let me. The strength star, double star. Oh, just because it's not in a party, we can't use it, but. I was gonna get it to Meryl and Luca. Look at these little dinos. Easy peasy. Oh, the attack increased, but it doesn't matter because you're dead. Let's see. Two more of them. Boom. Okay, and then there's this boss fight. This guy's a little bit stronger. Let's do a good old triple attack. Let's do this guy. And again, get crits on. That has pretty good high defense. No, let's just use techniques. Okay, this regular attack, so we got a counter. So let's do frenzy. You. Oh yeah. Aerial strike. You know what? I'm feeling silly. This is a frog squash. Boom. There you go. I think it's a triple tech. I think it has the one with Luca. Wait, I didn't even realize they put auto. So you do frenzy. On him, you do your fleet aerial strike. On him. Boom. You electrocute. And you do this, and you water 2. You're like, what? You destroy my little pets. And we're gonna destroy you. Boom. Oh yeah. Satisfying high damage. Okay. So yeah, we're going to do this little floating continent. Is that not the Wonder Stone? No, because you get a rare item from like some that raw creature that locks all your abilities and tech, like techs and items. And that's how you get Luca's best equipment. Because you find, is this it? No, because I think he has a higher HP and defense than that. Nope, don't need the helm, but oh well. It's annoying because you can't kill him in one hit because the bird dies. And you have to fight the little... Oh, wait! It's because he auto-targeted the apple guy. Well, I'm just like cheesing it with auto battles. Ah, little guys. I might as well use a shelter. Yeah, just 'cause I use a lot of MP on Chrono. Let's see. Annoying enemy fights. Let's see. Yeah, because you can't only target one of them. Maybe because you have to do so much damage. Maybe that's why. Yeah, we'll get this treasure over here. I was gonna say I was gonna try to avoid useless battles, but so I've got Robo to 99 MP. Not that we desperately need it, but not just for barrier sphere, the sphere that I won't use. Yeah, because a version of the enemy that has higher HP. And the annoying thing is it has high evasive, so you can't really land attacks as easily. Hence, all you can do is attack. And then he drops, like, I think the Wonderstone, and then that's what you use to get Luca's best armor. It's like there's gonna be a fight. Okay. No random battles. Other than you get a double. A lot of enemies, but a bunch of weak enemies, so we can just plow through them. What's the deal with those guys? Like, it's 1400 the threshold. Uh, I don't know, I guess on the bright side, at least they're kind of weak enemies. It seems like they have a lot of encounters in this area. Oh, Lapis. Okay, that's a good consumable. Yeah, these little guys. That's right, because of the armor we got, we can't get status effects, we can't get confused, so that's good. A lot of barrier spheres that, you know, I don't use buffs too much in RPGs, but they can be very useful and sometimes crucial to... No, that's not the enemy I'm looking for. I think it could show up in this area, but usually you encounter it in the Lost Sanctum. It looks just like that, I just think it's like slightly grayer. Let's see. Oh, Robo increased. Oh, 97. Just in case, we'll put a save point here. Okay, no, not. I know the boss fight's coming up soon. Alright. It's Time Hat. Okay, there's like some accessories or equipment that gives you haste. I think it's a time hat, which is oh uh let me get that to Chrono. I want to boost Robo's speed. Okay, here's the boss fight. Yeah, because like this is what the guru is. He's locked in that crystal. But what's this? Guru life is in prison here, but it fades away because we've got this punk to deal with. Okay, so let's. I want to do triple attack. Oh, I'm trying to think if he does a counter. This because I feel feisty. Let's do a triple attack. Boom. I think you probably want to do attack. Okay, that hand heals. You just boosted magic too. Ah, the damage. Okay, then you can do your arrow strike. You can do your frenzy. You do rapid fire fist. I don't use the technique too much. Look at me, look so surprised, like, oh my gosh. I think it's kind of funny. Oh, he's dead. Because you have that surprised look, like, oh, you destroyed my hands. But he did. Oh, we got another level up. I get a few more just because we're getting later part of the game. Dude, we'd like to see Rebel with 99 MP. Oh, there's the Guru again. It's Melchior. We've seen this guy before. But how do you know my name? I don't believe you met. Oh, we've met. Like, yeah, it's like the story here is that the queen's like descending to madness. Like she has this dependence on Lavos and is overtaking her souls. Lavos is so that this is kind of like the end game stuff. Maybe like third act kind of thing. But the queen's like tempted by ultimate power because of Lavos. Uh oh, this little thing, this floating landmass, the chain broke. That's off the chain. And let's cause a tsunami. I think they could have done more with that, cutscene wise. It was a SNES, so we made it back. So we had to take out the mammoth machine. Lady Shala is here. She brought Janice, a little favorite boy. Yeah, because it said the line ones are the ones that are like magical who lives up in the sky. So she knows that her mom's being used as a puppet. Janice's like, oh, this place is filthy. Okay, so she knows that the mammoth fell that he was rescued. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, it's Dalton. I thought it was going to be Prophet. So he's kind of like a strong servant of the queen. I think he has his own motives for power. Aw, don't hit a lady like that. And you don't hit a little boy like that, too. Dalton's a jerk. And he could easily, like, oh, he can just teleport. Because, like, they add this, like, uh, not like blackmail, whatever you want to call it, like, hey, like, we'll kill Scala, but then again, like, you need her to do your own thing, so her life's not gonna be in danger. Okay, she's good. There you go. I'm gonna do it. Hope nothing bad happens. Yeah, you already helped us. Go. What are you talking about? This is crazy. I wonder if, like, because of chain events, like, if you realize, oh, uh, because he helps us in the future with repairing the Messamune, whatever you call it. Okay, so now that ruby knife is going to be very important. But also that ruby knife is made from the Dreamstone. Same stone that we repaired the Masamune and all that. Yeah, so let's go back to the Kingdom of Zeal, go back to the palace. Yeah, like I said, this doesn't make too much sense. Like, oh, we're on a small island. I want to go to a large one. Let's go back to the very cold Earth. And go up here to the Skyway. Okay, so let's go back to Palace. We'll take down the Mammoth Machine. The Zeal Palace, that's what it's called. We go out of the way. We gotta save this precious lady and destroy this machine. Pure woe or what lies beyond. Well, they really changed a little. Like, you see that when you save the game, that they changed, like, the chapter, I guess you can call. Okay, so you actually fight him. And obviously, Frenzy, Fist, and Aerial Strike. Oh, you hit this annoying move. That's like, even with Nigan Plus, it does half HP damage. Oh, it's very similar to Golem Fight, but a lot easier. Like, what a maroon. Oh, that's right, because they have promised eternal life. So that's like the whole motive of um uh like following Lavos, especially with the queen. Okay, yes, it is like, ooh. Oh wait, there's gonna be a lot more. This is the Ocean Palace, I believe. That's right. I forgot about this part. Okay, I think they brought the Mammoth Machine down here. But also, like, the one thing I don't get, like, story-wise with the game, that Scarlet's very against this, but then she's still doing it anyways. Like, she knows her mother's being controlled. She, I think she grasps the consequences of what's happening, but she still doesn't. Hmm. I'm not sure if I can breeze through this. Because I'm not gonna hunt for treasure. Oh wait, but I think the switches we have to hit. Yeah, these guys I can be a little pain. The floating guys, because if there's a red blue and yellow one, they can do strong attack. Oh, they drop Lapis. That's good. Shockwave, which I think that's a weapon. I'm making breeze through this quickly. Wait, I never got this chest. Demon Slayer. That's equipment for Frog, even though it's gonna be. Ooh! 2 times the magical beams, but I think that's still not worth it. Let's see. Is it these? I would like to breeze this part, but I'm not quite sure how long this takes. Oh, but you get Lapis, that's good. Like these guys, I forget what the mechanic is. Oh, one of them boost defense, but you always auto-target the other one. Oh, I should probably heal Chrono. Oh, wait, can I get a lot of Lapis drops from these guys? Wait, Hmm. I think this Witcher does something there, but I'm trying to find it. I'm missing something. I would beat these guys up. I might wait till next time I stream this to make a little bit more progress. It's like there's some switches I'm not hitting. Oh no, we got locked. It doesn't matter because you get countered. Oh, but yeah, getting a good amount of. There's Lapis. Okay, I think that was it. I had to hit these 2 switches. But I have to target the other guy. The one you need to hit, you don't. You're still in auto battle. Now, okay, it's a lot more of these floating guys. No. Wait, no. Okay, now this opened up. This is no yellow ones, because that's when it gets a little trouble. But liking those Lapis drops. Okay. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's the switch I needed to hit. I think I hit those other two. Yep, here we go. I got this little magical, this guy with a pole. Is magic some capsule over there? Also, gotta make sure, because you fight Lavos, and much of the counterattack is gonna mess me up. Let's see. No, I'm just gonna beat these guys up because you can avoid that. But if you hit them, you trigger this battle. Let's take on these plebs. Not sure how much longer we have. Ugh. I'm not sure if that did damage to Chrono or not. The statue. Yep. I think there's an elevator, but I think there's still some ways to go. Ugh. He just runs off. What a little punk. You guys have about 700, so I think even with Robo having this, Robo should have his best weapon equipped. The Dragon Arm. Right. Okay. Maybe you can. Uh, yeah, like I said, like story wise, like she obviously doesn't want to do it, but and it's dangerous. But the queen's like obsessed because she's being controlled. Because like Lava's like, "Hey, awaken me," kind of thing. Save it. But I think this is gonna be it. Um, this is because I gotta take care of my dogs, get dinner, and all that. So let's call this a stream. And this will zoom this next time. So again, the best way to support me and channel is to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. But yeah, let's finish this. This would be a good ending point. But yeah, have uh, I jump around through the games, but if you're watching on YouTube, there's always the playlist, like to organize things and all that. But yeah, I think this is a good stopping point for tonight. So yeah, y'all take care and have a good rest of your day. Bye.